know I got the hat, and I'm gonna order a new jersey, or actually I might just get a bunch of cool T-shirts. But I want to be ready. But none of it matters.
Why?
Because there's no games in the New York area. They're not coming around here. The closest game is in Pittsburgh. And who the hell wants to go to Pittsburgh for a football game? Not me.
Well, at least your hat looks nice. It looks cool.
It does look pretty cool, right?
It does. And that's all that matters.
That is all that matters.
What's up, everybody? I'm
What's
Nikki
up?
Trends.
I'm Manny Oso.
And you're listening to Bubble Bath Stories, your favorite 15-minute podcast.
Your favorite.
All right. I'm going to rip the Band-Aid off. I'm just going to say it because I've been thinking about this for a while.
Yeah, what's up?
When did you have the thought, like, maybe I'm not cool?
Wait, like, delusional? Yeah, I've been delusional about my status for a long time. I've been suffering from that for, like, how old am I?
It's a very humbling experience.
When you get checked on.
Yeah. Especially when you have to do it yourself. When you're like, oh, maybe I'm not the shit.
Yeah. You've had a couple moments before?
I definitely Wait, was there an age that you knew? Like, maybe...
I mean, it happens a lot. I think the universe is always checking me.
Oh, that's good. I like that.
Yeah, it was keeping me in line. Because sometimes I get wild. and I act better than I really am.
Do not give this man any powers.
Yeah.
He will not use them for good, only evil. He's a Slytherin.
What has made you think about this lately?
You know, I think the further I get along in my career,
Yeah.
the more I downplay what I do.
Oh, why? You worked on a bunch of cool stuff.
No, I really haven't. Though.
You haven't.
So, like, I work in television, and when I thought, I was like, all right, this is going to be my career, I thought I was the shit, because all of my friends had very traditional career paths, like teachers.
Yeah.
And now that I think about it, most of my friends are teachers.
So they don't watch a lot of TV.
They don't really have time to watch a lot of TV. And, you know, my family, bless their hearts, are, you know, always happy to keep, like, you know, especially if I'm happy when I get a job that I really want. But, like, I don't got, like, no pool. I think that.
Oh,
like
because
that.
they wanted to see what perks you get.
Well, wouldn't anybody?
I mean,
like, I can't get tickets to anything. I can't hook up, like, a kid with a casting agent.
Yeah.
And I'm not a producer or a director.
So you're not in charge of anything that gets you pool, like.
Or an actor.
And that's what some people look at it as.
Right. Like, if you are not a director, a producer, an actor,
like,
people don't really get what you do.
Yeah, I mean, that probably works on a lot of jobs in general. Like, a lot of people, if you can't get me a discount, I don't know what you do. You know? Like, oh, what do you do? Oh, I'm a blah, well, can you get the hookup? That's what it always is.
But it kind of, I'm like, oh, maybe because then I hear what other people do, and I'm like, damn, that sounds a lot cooler.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck. And you're like, oh yeah, I work in TV. When you have to be like, so, what are some things you've worked on?
And they wouldn't have heard of him?
I mean, I feel like Chopped.
I mean,
Chopped was a really big one.
There's millions of people who have watched it.
I mean,
has anybody in your family watched it?
No.
Okay.
And I don't blame them because I didn't watch it.
I mean, isn't that funny?
And then there's, like, I've worked one-off things, right? So, like, Love and Hip Hop, Atlanta Reunion.
But that's what I'm saying. You've worked on a lot of things that obviously have millions of watchers.
But, like...
But you come across your friends.
But isn't a thing that people are, like, rushing, dying to go see. But
unless you're into that genre already.
But it's just like, to me in the moment, I'm like, oh my god, this is so cool. I'm like really hyped and excited about it. But then it's like, as I've gotten older, people want to know, do you work with celebrities? Have you worked with celebrities?
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, do you know Family Chantel?
If you tell people you worked on Chopped, do they ever ask you for a salad recipe?
Oh, no. You know what's funny? When I left that job, because I had swag on, like a hoodie or something, and this lady stopped me at a restaurant. She's just like, oh my God, I love that show. I was like, yeah, I used to work on it. And the number one question, I'm really proud that I have this inside scoop, in case anybody's wondering.
Yeah.
Yes, it is true. The clock is as close as possible. It does not stop unless somebody gets hurt or there's like an emergency or like something happens. But the minute that something happens, they'll call a cut, they'll pause the clock, and everybody has to like stand with like their hands up or behind their back. So the clock is real. There's no editing on that. The time that they're telling you they have, that is the time that they have.
Okay.
You heard it here first. A little inside scoop for you.
I mean, I've heard of Chopped. I can't say that I've watched it. You know.
A lot of people I know can't really say that. And then like I've worked on shows that never gotten picked up for a second season or anything like that.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, oh, now when I get other things, I'm just like, oh yeah, like it's not a big deal.
I remember one time we were scrolling on Hulu and I was like, hey babe, check it out, the show that you worked on. And you were like, really? And I'm like, oh wait, no, not the same season, different season. Sorry.
Oh, you weren't a part of this. This wasn't you. Yeah, so it's like,
I've been checked myself. Is that I guess I remember one time. When we first moved out here. When I first moved out here, I mean, right after I thought I had myself all settled out and settled in, and I was ready to I told myself, I'm ready to become part of the neighborhood, right?
Oh, are you mean
and so what happened
overall in New York, or when we moved in together?
So it was just when I was settling myself into the neighborhood, settling myself into New York, I got a new ID. Yeah, I got an ID for New York. I was a New York resident.
I know that was really hard for you.
And, it was in the fall. I remember this happening because it was election season. And I told myself, you know what? I'm going to go and be I'm going to read up on all the candidates.
I remember this.
I'm going to make sure that I know who to follow for everything. I'm going to know what the bills are. I'm going to be ready for it this time, because this is my first time. We're here, doing it for here, So I wake up early on election day, make myself some coffee. I put on my Captain America shirt.
Oh my God, yes, I do remember. You were so proud of yourself. You were feeling yourself.
I had on a Captain America t-shirt. I had on my blue jeans. I had on my work boots. You know what? I had on the American voter uniform, And I was like, hey, wake up, it's voting day. I'm elaborating a little bit, but this is basically what happened.
This is what you were feeling on the inside.
We went
inside you were feeling.
We went early to go to Dunkin' Donuts.
We made it a day.
We made a whole breakfast, and it was my own fault because I was being a little over myself, and I don't know, I guess I was trying to school you on the candidates.
You were.
And I was
quizzing me.
I was like, what's your problem? You don't know who this guy is or that guy is?
Yeah, he was trying to quiz me on who the candidates were.
And I was telling her, well, maybe I'll let you check on my cheat sheet, but
Yeah.
I had a cheat sheet.
He can't have power. He cannot have power, guys. I don't think you understand.
We find the voting station, the polling station, right? They're like, oh, you guys are ready. I'm like, yeah, I'm ready. We walk right in. It's in a school, right? In an elementary school?
Yeah.
It was in an elementary school. And I'm leading the way, obviously. We walk right in. Oh, hey, how's it going? You guys ready to vote? Yeah, I'm ready.
You're such a nerd.
ID in hand. I'm handing it. What's your problem, Nikki? You don't have your ID ready?
She's
She's looking for her ID.
He was being such a weenie.
In my hand.
He was being such a weenie. Capital ween.
Well, we have you right here, Nikki. Who are you, though?
Yes. Yo, his whole... Yo. It was like,
huh?
Yeah, it was like...
And they're like, yeah, we don't have you here. Well, there must be some mistake. Check again.
Yo, you look like a lost puppy. You were like, what? What?
Turns out, so the guy tells me, great enthusiasm, but you're not registered for this year. What?
Oh, and I laughed.
So I registered too late, I guess. I'm not really 100% sure how it worked out, but I couldn't vote.
Even with your Captain America shirt?
Yeah, even with my Captain America. The guy offered me a sticker, but I thought we might be committing a felony.
So that was your big... I mean, you were a capital weenie that day.
I was a capital weenie.
And watching the joy be sucked out of your face like that. Because you were like...
So she got to go vote, and I was like...
This was you. You were like, I don't know where to go.
I took the keys from her and went back home.
And I laughed
and I was like...
laughed again.
I was like, I guess I'll...
Some more. I laughed some more.
I guess I'll get ready for work.
I mean...
That was definitely a moment where I was not as cool as I thought I was.
There's definitely also been times where we've been together.
Yeah.
Like running errands or just in like the things that we do in our everyday lives where we have to take a moment and look at each other like, did that just happen?
Yeah.
Are we? And there has been several times where I've asked Manny, are we not cool? Like, do people think we're weird? Like, I don't understand. Why do we get, like, bad juju?
When does it happen? When's a good time that's happened to the two of us together?
If I'm being honest with you, is it truth time?
Yeah.
Are we dropping truth bombs?
Yeah, what's up?
When we started this podcast.
Oh, you mean the masks?
The overall project, I want to say, but specifically the mask. Is what I can. Yes, that sometimes lives rent free in my mind.
Definitely. I don't know if you guys out there listening remember this, but when we first started doing merchandise stuff, we gave out masks.
Yeah, like the masks that people are wearing
months before the pandemic. A year before the lockdown started.
Yeah.
The year of.
Yeah, it was exactly a year, actually.
Yeah.
And okay. Wow, we were ahead of our fucking time.
We went to
That's our flower.
We went to a pretty big concert that people
went to Coachella. Drink. Every time we say Coachella, drink.
I was gonna say a concert that people tire of hearing of.
The only concert we've been able to go to.
We went and it was in the middle of the desert.
It was in the middle of the desert. You did your research too about it.
And I had this bright idea of giving out masks because it's in the desert.
And I was like, do it.
Right?
Yep.
I wonder if those people still have... You know what? If you still have a Bubble Bath Story mask, show us a picture. Tag us. I want to see it.
We lost ours.
And I'll give you a prize.
We lost ours, actually.
A night on the town on Manny so.
But remember how difficult it was to give out free things?
Yo, so pre-COVID, nobody wanted a free mask.
Nobody.
People looked at us like we were poisoning them or something.
Oh my god, like we were gonna kidnap them.
That's okay. I don't need a mask.
I specifically asked. I was like, what is wrong with us? Like, what? That people are being so weird. Some people were like afraid, I guess, that we were gonna like charge them money. I guess we're like, no, it's free. Like free mask, free mask.
We do it, and they were sealed. We had them in like baggies and everything.
Yup, we definitely made sure to do that. We weren't being creepy about it.
I gotta tell you too, like it kind of upset me how hard it was to give these masks out because of how hard it was to find a print shop.
Yes, it took...
Pre-COVID, nobody was printing on masks.
It took
We were doing it before. And we couldn't find a person that could print on something that was a curved structure. Because before COVID, nobody was doing that.
It was a nightmare.
Now, anybody will print on a curved structure. Anybody will print on a mask.
Give us our flowers. No, but this...
So if you still have a Bubble Bath Story pre-COVID mask, hit me up.
Doing the podcast, I feel, definitely has humbled me because has it humbled you?
Oh, definitely. I realize I don't know as much as I do know as much as I think I do.
Guy. Talk about humble.
I know a lot.
No, I'd say doing it is humbling because for some reason people are still trying to figure out podcasts.
Yeah.
My favorite is like, oh, I don't like podcasts. And I'm like, cool.
I mean, keeping up with the podcast is pretty tough.
It's super tough. Especially when it's we have jobs.
Yeah, especially
full-time jobs.
I guess it has been humbling because I have been able to appreciate the work that other people put in and these things that I watch and listen to.
Yeah, totally.
Something as simple as what we're doing here, the amount of work that goes into it is...
And yeah, we're just cutie patootie podcasts. Like, imagine working for a big time podcast.
Oh my god, imagine working for something...
like a whole team.
Something like a daily podcast?
Yowzers. But it's been humbling but fun, I will say that.
Definitely.
Like, I'm happy that we keep coming back to it. And then you guys keep wanting to listen to it, you freaks. Anyway, this has been fun.
Yeah.
I am like feeling our 5th season vibe.
Definitely.
Yes. Anyway, guys, if you want to catch up with us, you can catch us at, you ready? I'm going to be perfect about it. You can find us on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, at Bubble Bath Stories.
Yeah, that's all of them. I mean, we don't use the other ones.
We don't.
Yeah.
We should, though.
I don't know them all. Well, you can find me. I got no time for this.
And you can find me at Nikki Trends on Instagram. And if you're looking to join the conversation in merch, if you're looking to join the conversation in style, you can find our merch store at www.bubblebathstories.co.
Till next time.